So in this series of interviews from IBC, we've spoken to a few people from the conditional access side. We're here again, perhaps in a slightly different way, with Conax. Gareth, just tell us a little bit about Conax and your presence in the security and conditional access systems here.
Yeah, Conax is a security provider. We are out of Norway, and we are owned by the Norwegian company, or telco company Telenor. We are best positioned in the broadcast security market, where we have between 250 and 300 operators in this market using the Conax technology for securing their content. So we have last year we invoiced customers in 73 countries, so we're a true global actor in the security market.
And you're doing that how? You're cards in boxes. What's your route to market there?
Our main market is smart card security for broadcast distribution. Of course, we are also looking into all the levels of security now, where we are trying to add to our security offering by cooperating with the chipset vendors, offering them to put some of the Conax security into the chips. We are also offering watermarking solutions that enables the operators and the content providers to trace the content down to the actual subscriber who has received the content, because the watermark is placed into the receiver. When it comes to security for IP solutions, we have so far been doing that with smart cards as well. But in a world where hybrid solutions are more and more popular, we definitely see that we also have to provide some kind of software security to stay into this game with IP. So we are looking now into a kind of Conax online system that has a little bit lighter security than what we basically are offering for the broadcast, because there are different levels of security required for broadcast security and what we call online solutions.
So what is it, if we take a couple of those, you talk about being designed in at the chipset level, what's driving that? Is it about cost, or just about the ease of getting the systems onto devices?
Yeah, well, what's driving the development of security is basically the development of the infrastructure now that are making new threats visible in this market. We are a company that has been sticking to the standards of DVB, but when these standards were put up, not all the threats in the market like we see now were really defined or visible. So we see that in order to fight new threats, as what we call controller distribution, which is kind of key distribution, that was not possible in the infrastructure 10 years ago, but it's possible now. We have to have additional level of security to secure our operators' content.
So give us an example of a threat that's come around recently because of those infrastructure changes.
There are two threats that very easily can be made visible. You have what we call control word distribution, where you actually are distributing the key in true time needed to decrypt the content. That's one of the threats. And then more obvious threat is distribution of the content itself. And for that solution, we have the watermarking, where you can trace the content back to the actual subscriber who is the source of the legal distribution.
Now, I know it's maybe not an area that at present you're hugely represented in, but if you look at mobile TV, would you, and I know you might have plans there, do you have any view on some of the security issues to do with mobile that possibly the industry would need to get to grips with, or may not have anticipated?
We are working. We have some operations where mobile TV is deployed, but what we are currently in discussions with Nokia, because Nokia has provided solutions with some of our operators, and we are kind of happy with working with them. But we also have partnership with some other mobile TV security providers. But we have. We decided a couple of years ago that this race, the standards are not really defined. We don't see the winner. We don't want to spend a lot of effort and money. We rather stick to further develop the security which we deploy commercially now, and we have basically been focused on the last couple of years to lift the level of security in order to stay ahead the bad guys in this race, and we think we have been quite successful there. And then we see that there is a mobile TV security provider knocking on our door every second day, so it's not a hard time to find partners in that